Hi, this is Farah Janudi coming to you from my website, farahjanudi.com. And now, I think you're getting this video because you've clicked on my link, how to stop food cravings in their tracks and overcome that compulsion to eat a food that you know is not good for you. So here goes. And it's a very simple trick. And it's not what you think it is. Literally, you can use this and it takes all of 5 minutes and you do it over and over again until you literally become a new person who is no longer under the mercy of their food cravings and the compulsion to eat specific foods that trigger emotional responses in them. And how do we do this? Well, actually, I'm an EFT practitioner and I use this, the emotional freedom technique or tapping, on my clients for transforming early life traumas away from limited beliefs, away from pain and suffering and being stuck, and into a transformed person who is transcending their history, transcending the life that they've already lived and becoming someone new. And one of the things that I noticed, was that my clients had issues, body issues, food issues. And so I was, literally working on their soul, working on their spirit, working on their mind, changing the landscape of their subconscious mind every day, every week, week in, week out, in these long transformational processes that sometimes take months. And they would still be stuck in how they viewed themselves. They would have this really negative self-image. So it occurred to me, how can I change that self-image for them? How am I going to alter that negative self-image they have about themselves into something positive and life-affirming, something self-caring and self-loving, like that does not require the person to harm themselves by overeating or compulsive eating or overindulging in a food that is bad for them and not even being able to say no to it, because that's a form of self-abuse. So if you're suffering from that, then you are actually coming from the place of a trauma. So let me tell you that this does not come from, one day you're absolutely fine and you're fully body confident and you feel amazing about yourself and you have an excellent body image, and then the next day, bam, you're eating like a crazy person in secret, or like a plate of cookies will go down literally in 5 to 10 minutes, not knowing even why you're consuming that whole plate of cookies, just knowing that you need to consume it because you feel so bad inside. You're using the plate of cookies to fill a hole that you're unable to fill otherwise. So we've established that the eating, the compulsive eating, the food obsessions, the food addictions, they actually have an emotional root. So when we go into the emotional root, we go back. What we do is we just literally, I say to myself included, I have had food addictions. I tackle my food addictions and my food compulsions. So what we do is we say, let's go into your personal history. So if you close your eyes, and this is very quick, this is the simplest trick. Even if you have the plate of food right in front of you, even if you have that plate of food right in front of you right now, that plate of cookies, and you're compelled to eat it, just close your eyes. Close your eyes and breathe very deep and think about the very first time you felt like you had to do that you had to eat that plate of food, that you had to eat that plate of cookies and you had to consume it all and you couldn't stop yourself. Recall that incident in its gory details. Now, that's usually a very much younger version of yourself. Go up to that younger version of yourself. Go up to that younger version of yourself and tell her it's all good. It's all right. Everything's going to be okay. You're there to make her feel safe. You're there to protect her. If you need to be there, if you need to hold her and hug her and physically comfort her, then do that. And then start tapping on it. We're not going to use set-up phrases like, even though I am. We're going to go straight into it and say, I feel so shit. Or I feel so bad about myself that I really need to eat that plate of cookies. I feel so bad about myself. I really need to eat that plate of cookies. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. I cannot stop myself from eating that plate of cookies. And you go on and on and on. And you tap these exact same words, until you tap it down to zero. Now, this is just a short version of the video, and if you want to hear the long version, then go up and click the link in this email go into my free group on Facebook and watch the longer version that explains everything about food addictions and emotional eating. Thank you very much for being here with me. Feel free to rewind the video and watch and listen to the technique. It's very simple, very straightforward. Just repeat what I said and did. Goodbye.